We took it back to the bus and went back to our hotel. And you already know, if they don't go, if they TTG, running trains. You ain't just finna one, you finna everybody.
That's extreme violation, and it kind of goes into the conversation I want to have. Jeffrey Dahmer, he had committed heinous acts against our people, and one of our people ended up taking his life while in prison. I think, of course, he was he was doing some janitorial work, and
he's an SSI.
Yeah, SSI, and he took that broom and
and that's crazy. We normally do that to people we don't consider humans at all. Because you got to be a sick, animalistic person to do something to a child, you know what I'm saying, to your own sister, your mama, anything of that nature. So if you got any kind of pedophilia charges and shit like that, you can't even come around us. But you have those who infiltrate in the system and try to act like, nah, that ain't me. Ooh, I got to quit it. Ooh. Well, we ain't got no choice but to accept you until we find out further whether this is true or not. But when we find out, oh yeah, we're going to bake you a cake. And since you made us wait, since you played in our face, yeah, you're going to get that broom. You're going to get something.
Yeah. Again, it's harsh world.
It's a harsh world, but you got to think about it. It could have been your sister. Could have been your mama. Could have been your little brother, you heard me? Could have been your people.
Yeah.
So that's why when you come into the high or the Supermax and all that kind of stuff and they check your paperwork, you got anything like that, you out of there. Because that's about the only way we can protect our own. Because if you did it to this person, who's to say next won't be my daughter, my sister? So we gonna get you out the way right now and show you that ain't what's down. We ain't rocking like that.
What if it was an accident? And when I say accident,
how do you accidentally slide your penis in a baby?
Well, no, let me say, when I say accident, I mean like, I didn't know that this child was 14. She lied about her age, but you get hit with the charges of, child, whatever. But, she lied.
That's statutory.
Yeah, statutory. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
First of all, doing statutory rape, you got to understand that you are an adult. A 14-year-old ain't gonna be staying. A 14-year-old is probably most likely staying with her parents, staying with her big sister or something like that, this, that, and the third. There's certain characteristics in a child that let you know that she ain't no woman, man. No matter if she's sticking out up here or not, matter if she got hair on her twat or not. There's some characteristics that you can't bypass that'll let you know she goofy in the house. She little. She a baby. You know what I'm saying? And for you to still go that route shows the sickness inside of your head. You know what I'm saying? And you as a person know how to manipulate that child into thinking that it's cool. It's safe. Like, I was feeling some kind of way at first, but he made me realize that he loved me and this and that. Now it's statutory rape. No, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Her brain ain't even developed enough for her to know that this is wrong. You took advantage. So it's only right when you come out here, we gonna take advantage of you.
Damn. So I'll say it like this. I had a partner back in the day. He was 20. And a young girl, 15, was at a party, lied about her age, even had her sister's ID. He took her up to the room, did whatever, not knowing. The girl went home, told her parents what happened. She wasn't mad, she wasn't upset. She enjoyed it, but she just, she was truthful with her parents about where she'd been and, didn't want to lie. So she said it. The parents, of course, called the police on him. He ended up being found guilty and did 5 years in prison. Now, mind you, again, this is just one drunk. Again, I'm assuming, let's just say he was drunk, drinking beers, and had a little situation at a party with a 15-year-old. Him being, 19. It's a 4-year difference, but yet he's going into prison as
an adult.
As an adult, and statutory rape is on his jacket. Can he explain himself in that situation where, let's say someone like you would understand If you was in a car, or you was in you was within a situation, and that thing came up, would you vouch for him? Like, man,
Can't do it. The laws state that if you violated that law in any kind of way, if you penetrated or touched that girl, no matter how the conversation went and how intoxicated you was, you did that.
Yeah.
You did that. By you not doing your research and you just going with the flow, now we got to do our thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I hate to see it like that because I'm not gonna lie, it's actually been situations that I know for a fact where a dude didn't know. Girl got titties like her mama. Girl got ass like a granny. You know what I'm saying? But she done been through some things. But it's a whole row of niggas in the hood smashing this girl. He the only one got caught. You know what I'm saying? But since you got caught, you got to face the music. I can't stand up for you because you know what they're going to say about me? Oh, so you co-signing that. Nah, I ain't co-signing. I'm just saying that the brother didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, you know what I'm saying, smashing up. Nobody even was really concerned about age. She like a grown woman. She out here smoking, working, everything. You know what I'm saying? If I do that, me co-signing means I need a broomstick up my ass too. So can't do that. I can't do that.
A South Park Mexican. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you a story.
Please.
And this what broke me up from that type of shit. Back in the day, it was when my music was first popping. You know what I'm saying? And I did a tour. This is Plies' tour. You know, I did that little song with Plies, you know what I'm saying? We on the tour bus and they put us at the, we're at the, damn, TT, what you call that? TT Stadium that,
here in Dallas?
It's out there in, it's by the Fishbowl, Texas Tech, I mean.
Okay, oh yeah.
Texas Tech. So we out there, right? So they got this big ass hotel, this Grand Marriott. That's where we posted up at. Tour bus outside. Now, Webby was there. Mr. Rowe was there. Not Zero, but Mr. Rowe from that be with Twisted Black. You know what I'm saying? All of them was there. Plies, me, and a couple of other cats that really wasn't on that, you know what I'm saying, to the point nobody really knew who they was. So, during the show, these two little white females and shit, they dressed to the nines, heels. They got on nice little tight little dresses, ass sticking out and shit. You know what I'm saying? They built like black girls, damn near. Webby pulled a girl on stage. So she reached down there and grabbed her homegirl. So after the show was over with, you already know what time it is. We took it back to the bus and went back to our hotel. And you already know, if they don't go, if they TTG, running trains. You ain't just finna one, you finna everybody. But the one female and shit, she wanted Plies. Plies, he wasn't feeling it. He wasn't feeling the broad at all. You know what I'm saying? But everybody piled up in the same room. Cameras came out. Niggas started getting sucked off and all this kind of shit. And everybody went to fucking with the broads. The one little broad and shit, she went over the prize and shit. And he turned her down. He on his phone.
Yeah.
She got mad. So then she started pouting and went and told her homegirl, which come to find out this was her big sister. Her big sister, she was 19. This girl was every bit of 16 years old. But she was built thicker than her big sister. She got her in the concert. We didn't know. Didn't nobody question it. When she got mad and went told her sister she's ready to go because she can't get what she want out the deal, then she went to talking about her age. She went to exposing everything and talking about she gonna tell her mama this, and that. And all. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, ain't nobody paying attention? Did y'all hear what this little bitch said? So, took her to the front. Hey, how old are you? I'm 16. How in the fuck did you get in here? And she's like, my sister got in here. My sister know the promoter. You know what I'm saying? If I don't get what I want, we leaving. Simple as that. Her sister trying to talk her instead because they were smashing the shit out of her. It's 4-on-1. You know what I'm saying? With a camera. So I got paranoid. So I'm like, man, hey, this shit don't feel right. Told Mr. Rowe. I said, hey, I'm about to bounce. Y'all niggas got this shit going on. You heard this bitch say she's 16. Even if she lying, I'm gone. But come to find out, she wasn't. And they didn't have a ride home. The bitch said, we need a ride home. Where y'all stay at? She said, we stay in Lubbock. I'm like, damn, how far is that? That was far any motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I did all that to squash some bullshit because that could have been a whole nother Tupac incident.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I can go to jail for a whole lot of shit. I ain't going to jail for that. That's not my MO.
Yeah, no, that's man. Come on, thank you. So I say that to say, South Park Mexican, SPM, out of Houston. He did, I think he got like 30 years for the same thing as far as dealing with his daughter's friend.
Statutory.
And, he of course still pleaded his innocence. But what does it mean when he is a celebrity with the same charges? Does he get the same type of treatment?
Yeah, you get the same type of treatment. Ain't nobody caring and shit about what your status is. You broke the law. You broke a code that we ain't rocking with, so you can't be around us. So all your bread and all that you got going, your homies ain't gonna help you. At the end of the day, all you gonna do is start a war. Cause if we can't have no homies up in here with them type of charges, y'all can't either. Simple as that.
Makes sense.